I think for the best founders, being a consigliere is like 99% of the value. So when I pitch a really world-class founder,
That's
I'm like,
what it
why
is.
take my money
It's
versus
me as a partner.
It's like, yeah, I'm gonna be someone when everything's a mess who can give you feedback that occasionally is useful. And the really best founders actually ask for conceptual frameworks, not answers. Like, for example, my friend Max Rhodes at Fair will always start the question with, I'm debating X versus Y. Do you have a conceptual framework for navigating that? And, the answer is sometimes yes. Or like someone I remember when I first started working with Patrick Carlson in 2013 or so, we would sit down for brunch on a Sunday and he'd come with a list of 5 to 10 questions. And I would go to bed really early the night before to make sure I was very well rested. I'd be like in bed by 9 o'clock because I knew he's going to only ask the questions that he was like debating or struggling with. Because if they were easy answers, he would already have executed them and he'd never raise them. And then if you go through the 5 or 6, I would start laughing and like hysterically because I'd be like, oh my God, I can't wait to see what's next because they're increasing the level of difficulty. But on the 5 or 6, if I could make his eyes light up twice,
you feel
it'd be like the most home run meeting ever. It's like coaching Steph Curry. Like Steph Curry knows what he's doing. He's very good at what he does.
But a coach can still help.
Can occasionally, light up and allow the person to reflect on it. So I think that's what the real goal is to be a good consigliere. And sometimes I describe it by metaphors like a cartoon mirror in a haunted house. So sometimes what you're doing is exaggerating the positives or the negatives and playing it back, because like the forest and trees kind of thing. So I'm exaggerating what I see and saying, is this really what you want?
Sorry to stay in this little eddy of the conversation, but do you think that your experience as a COO, where you did that kind of work with founders, was actually more aligned to being a VC in some ways than being a CEO?
Yes, I think so. I think because I never really want to be the visionary for the most part. And I'm mostly trying to help someone execute their vision. Yeah. So you don't have this proverbial conflict.